All right, we're now being joined by the head coach of BYU, Dave Rose, and Cougar student athletes Tyler Hawes and Kyle Collinsworth. Coach, if you'd like, you can start with an opening statement.
Well, congratulations to Andy and his team. Wish them the best of luck as they move forward. I think that this game will sting for quite a while. Our guys showed a lot of fight, and it was obvious. It's pretty similar to 2 years ago when we were here. It was a tale of two halves, and this year we had a terrific first half, and then they got away in the second half. They were really active, and we turned the ball over, way too many times, and then offensive rebounds were a problem for us. But our guys continue to battle. We got the lead back again, and thought the thing would go right down to the wire, but missed a couple stops we couldn't get, and then we missed a couple shots, and they made a couple more plays than we did. So, like I said, I wish them well, and I feel for our guys because we played well enough to win. We just couldn't finish it off.
Questions for our student athletes only. Yeah, here in the back.
Tyler, just talk about that first half, if you could, shooting-wise. You guys got off to a pretty hot start. Just how did you feel? You guys still dropped 90 points. Offensively, how did you guys feel tonight?
Well, I think we did enough offensively to win the game. Kind of found our rhythm there in the first half and got it going, and guys were sharing the ball so well, and it kind of got away from us in the second half, and you got to give it to Ole Miss. They played really well, and we didn't really have an answer for them defensively, and they just made plays in the second half.
Yeah, Paul.
Tyler, Coach Kennedy was talking about they picked up tempo a little bit, and could you sense that? And what effect was that? The ultimate effect with them creating so many turnovers?
Yeah, we did. We had a problem taking care of the ball, and that led to easy buckets on the other end, and kind of turned them on a little bit. But our guys kept fighting, and kept fighting right to the end. We just came up short.
Tim in the back.
Yeah, Cal, could you sense a concerted effort by them to get it inside, though, to attack the rim in the second half especially?
Yeah, with their guards in that zone, when they're in the zone, they just try to get in the middle of the floor and shoot a jumper or throw an alley-oop to the big man. Yeah, so they were trying to get inside and shoot it or make a play.
Here in the front.
Ollie Hamden, WHIO. Kyle, you've had a record-breaking season. Can you talk about the season as a whole for you?
I haven't, it's tough to think about that because tonight was a tough outing. So I honestly don't have a lot to talk about my season as an individual because it's not the right time, and it really hasn't set in, and this loss it's tough, for our team.
Yeah, here on the aisle in the back, on the right.
Obviously, Kyle just mentioned it, really hard to talk about individual performances with something so heavy as this. But Tyler, going out with this, you've had a great career at BYU. Just kind of talk about your feelings with your last game coming into it and then having it end this way.
It hurts to end this way. I loved every second of being at BYU and playing for Coach Rose, and I loved competing with these guys. This team's been through a lot this year. Went through a lot of ups and downs, and guys just hung in there and stuck together. And but this one will sting for a long time. But it'll be hard to take this jersey off one last time.
Any further questions for our student athletes? Yep, right here in the back, on the right.
Questions for Kyle. Kyle, can you talk about maybe how the early fouls affected the defensive scheme of the game?
Yeah, it's tough because you never know how they're going to call it. I've made plays like that this whole year, and I haven't got foul calls. So it's just tough making that adjustment. You want to give it all your effort and make plays all the time, but sometimes the whistle just doesn't go your way, and it was unfortunate it was tonight in such a big game.
Any more questions? All right, Tyler and Kyle, thank you for your time. Congratulations on your season, Coach. Questions for Coach Rose at this time? Right here in the back.
Coach, going into half, had to be on a little bit of a high. You got to be confident after a 17-point lead going into halftime. Do you feel like it was almost too lackadaisical coming out, or do you feel like it was something Ole Miss did that shook you up?
A combination of both, I think. I do believe that the traps in the second half, the first 8 minutes of the second half were a lot more aggressive, and their hands were really active, and we broke that pressure in the first half, and that first pass to the second pass I think was really aggressive on our part to the shot, and in the second half it was just maybe a step quicker on their part and a step slower on our part, but it felt way different. And we in all the timeouts the guys acknowledged it. Let's try and turn it up. But they were good. They were really good in the second half, and they got past us and got easy baskets to their big guys, with our big guys stepping in to try to stop penetration. And I think in the long run, it's probably the turnovers that were the big difference in this game. I mean, I think they scored quite a few points on turnovers, maybe 20 plus, and that's just too hard to come back from on a good team. I mean, this is a really good basketball team that's got really talented offensive players, and they shared it pretty good. I think they had 6 guys in double figures. So I think there is, you go back and watch the film, but the feel of that second half was one where they were maybe a step quicker, a little bit more active than they were in the first half. And you know what? A lot of that has to do with the fact that we were banging threes, and you get a little bit down on yourself when the other team's banging threes on you. But they got off to a good start. And the one thing Tyler mentioned is that it'll be hard letting this team go, because these guys they're fighters, they're battlers, and they got a lead. Ole Miss got the lead, and we didn't go away. We came back and got it back, and just couldn't finish it off.